was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like a horse with blinkers.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap, but it's nice.
Whenever I've interacted, whenever I'm with white friends, I've always felt like I'm in a space where I have to try and be as neutral as I can, because I don't want to sort of offend my white friends and not look down on my black.
But here's the question: do they take a moment to realize whether they're offending you or not? You know what they do? They will make a joke and they'll be like, let it slide. It's just a joke. It's 16 years later. But the moment you say something to them because of how pissed off you are at them, it's like, dude, why are you getting offensive? How can I not get offensive? I was oppressed. I wasn't necessarily oppressed, but I am suffering the consequences of my parents being oppressed.
Before they speak, they will tell, like, before they say something about like whatever they want to say about a black person, they will say, no offense, but, and then they continue with whatever they wanted to say.
It's justified because they're white and because they are superb. I grew up on my mom's side of the family. I'm a fan sale purely because of the name. They were in marriage. I was born within marriage.
But then now in this space where there's this divide racially, and there's white people this side and there's black people this side, and there's a fence in between.
You want to know what my inclination is?
Yeah.
Black people. Ngumzulu, ngikhulele kaDlamini.
And how does your pops feel about it?
He's dead now, but he was cool with it. His family wrote him off because he married a black woman. So I never knew his side of the family.
Well, like lately, I was part of the common pitch as part of the design in Daba, and I was lucky enough to meet like people who've never been to SA, coming to SA for the first time. And this is people from Sweden, people from Switzerland, people from the Netherlands and America, and some from Afghanistan. And one thing I've always realized about these internationals, because they come to SA Bona, they don't seem to have much issues. They're not scared of going to the township. I took some of them and we took a taxi from up at town and we went to Kukule to Kwamzoli. And then Safika Saklala Kwamzoli from Zoli's place, we took Ipela from Kwamzoli, say Nyanga. And then Safika Saklala Nyanga for a while, and then Sakwela another taxi from Nyanga to town. And they were so free, not even once they were scared. But it's always a different case when it comes to white South Africans, where they say to these internationals, don't go there.
Yes,
it's very dangerous. The crime. And the one thing that always, when it comes up to my mind, is that, do you know that our so-called criminals, they will come to where you are based, because crime is very strong within Long Street. It's one of the most dangerous streets that I know, more than you do find Elokshini. No one approaches you Elokshini, Ati, yo, but do you want some crack?
It's the same people who won't come to Elokshini, whose houses we go to. We chill with them all weekend in their house. Not a thing goes missing, but they won't come to my house. Because they think, why? My neighbors are going to steal their shit.
Or if something goes missing while you were there for the weekend, they will call you when you get home. I lost something. I lost my phone. Didn't you see my phone? It was like this and like, dude, why are you asking me about your phone?
I don't have white people that I say are my friends. I know white people, but I don't know white friends. And usually, a lot of the times, it's because Anfuni Clement to hang out. I don't see the point. If I was a Kailicha, I will hang out now. Because like Christy said, I will go to Matt's place and chill for the whole week. And then I'm saying accuse of, but hey, my bike is broken and we didn't even take a bike ride. And then Aliba brother wake uJohn uphulile ibhayisikile yakhe ngexesha behlele dlala Xbox. Yabo une Xbox ekamereni une plasma ekamereni xa ifika kwa pha kuma endlini avese kabhoreke because ndine laptop. And that's the only thing Andy's entertainer ngayo nekamereni yami yena une cycle aesthetic pha xa ifuna ujima qoma andifuna uphuma endlini khwela cyclish nje qabamba yo showerisha mina xa ndifuna ujima mina ngiqala ngicinga kanene ndifuna uyovisithela abanye
You take a walk.
Yeah, let's take that walk.
Like the other day, there was this function at the City ICC, and it was 100 rand to get in, I think. So I got in there, paid my 100 rand. Just as I had finished, I coming from the bar to buy my drink. This security guard came and asked me, what am I doing there? And I was like surprised. What am I doing here? I came to the show, and it was like, who are you with? I said, I'm alone. And it was like, he called me to the front and he asked me a lot of bullshit questions, and I was like, hello, I had 100 rand. And I was passing here and I saw people standing outside having a good time, so I decided to join them because I didn't feel like going home this time. And what's your problem? And we had a whole argument.
Do you still notice though?
We had an argument about me being there.
Your own fellow black person.
He's just a black
wondering
person.
what you're doing at that event.
I think it's the same case.
And I was like, okay, give me back my money and then I will go if you don't want me to be here.
2 weeks ago, I went to Origins at Green Point to get coffee. I had the money to pay for the coffee, and I had no issues. But when I got there, and I was standing waiting for my coffee to be made, being served by my black cousin, it felt so hectic that I couldn't touch even the coffee beans as is for sale. I was not told not to touch them. But here's a kaunombilini, and you can hear people looking at you from the back, and I can feel Guti. Okay, the people that are having lunch or breakfast or coffee here are looking at me. And I can't even touch this set of coffee beans, this check it out. So I'm just freezing there like a robot waiting for my coffee.
If I can go today, I was at, there's a shop that sells up there, I think it's Lizard over. It sells Vans, but it sells skater with skaterwear, which is predominantly white. Now there's 2 white shop assistants. I ring the bell, he opens the door. I go and look at the shoes. 5 minutes later, the guy's still on his phone. You know why? Because, I think that thing about can I help you? You can see the guys looking at shit. And maybe it's because it's an open plan shop. So they can actually see your every move anyway. But yeah, I was there. I stood for 5 minutes looking at this thing, and then the one way to sell papezu. So this guy comes along, and I ask him Malin is Islam. He's like, no, this is 400. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I petang 400, so I land and do it once, and I want to buy those shoes. And then he tells me, look, in this section there's a sale. You buy 2 shoes for 700 bucks, but close 10 I see one, the 400. I'm like, for reals? Now, like class sectioning up. But you know, those are normal price and those are normal price. I'm like, Mocha, that's cool. If you understand so skater because you're last. Like the legal logic about okay, why am I buying skater shoes? Because I'm not skateboard. Like what the hell? Then I started browsing for more shit because well, that's what I do. And then when I got out there, I was like, wow, this would have never happened to Mr. Price. There would be something breathing right here.
And it's still the same case right now. Do you always notice when you get into Edgar, say Adderley Street?
The first person
you get in there, don't mind the being asked. There's always that person following you until you stand and then Mazogoti, can I help you with anything, sir? And the white person that got in front of you, they never got that assistance. It's the same case when you get into a Mr. Price and then they allow a white person to get in with their bag. And then when you get in with a bag, Bati, can I keep your bag? We've got e-shelf, your bags, Payan.
Even in restaurants, you'd come to a restaurant, order your food. While you're having your meal, or maybe they see that, okay, maybe you're just about finished with your food. You see this waiter walking up and down, just right in front, like close to you, yeah.
So I think Ilawe sometimes it's about being comfortable, really. White people are not comfortable with black people around them. That's why abantu belungu bebesithenga kwa Shoprite, abelungu bethenga kwa Pick and Pay. Then when we started moving to Pick and Pay, they started running away via Woolworths. Now we're moving into Woolworths. They're running away from Woolworths. They're going back to Spar. They're going to check us. They're going to Spar and they're going to Jet, Visa Jet, whatever. What's this Jet thingy? Jet Mart. And if you get
they can go and buy in bulk. Even though you can carry
the thing is, like the way in the supermarkets, a friend of mine works call center Woolworths where you buy online. That's where they go now. On a credit card, look.
Like a while back, we had this discussion. We magazine that the magazine was too black. and it was that.
Who's the majority?
They just told us that, oh, guys, you have to try and make the magazine relate to every race because it seems like now the magazine is too black. And I was like, they don't have ideas. They are there, but they don't have ideas. Regardless of your majority, don't need ideas.
That's something else we have to realize that I think we're in a country where 90% is black and 10% is white. So why are we trying to cater for the 10%?
But the 10%, you know what? They take 90% of the economy's money.
Well, that's the reality. That's another reality. We can always go back to Mandela and say what did you do with Kwadesa because that's Mandela and Kwadesa. Which in a way, I think it's another conversation again. We got political freedom. Did we really get financial freedom? We do not realize the power that we have because we have the power, the numbers and the potential to put this country on a halt, on a standstill. If you all were to decide and say, for 2 days, we're not going to go to work. No corporate, no organization, no company will ever function if black people decided to say, look, I'm not going to go to work, namhlanje.
At the end of the day, who suffers Malaysia?
It's
still going to be us.
And I guarantee you, if black people decide not to go down Eland, look.
If taking you for granted, they will stop taking you for granted. I swear to you. Yes, we're for 2 days.
You know, we only have our salaries here. Yes, Lord. Salaries here too. Maybe like 200 extra banking. But white people, they always have money. Like 2 days, but it doesn't mean anything to them. Good 2 days is like 2 years.
Politically, what's trying to happen is us trying to become part of BRICS. That's it. That's it. All we're trying to be is a first world country. Doesn't matter who gets compromised and who doesn't get compromised. As long as you keep Cape Town in shape, it's cool. Surrounds of Cape Town. All of those people that keep Cape Town in shape, what did they have?
I have experience of racism, like first-hand experience of racism. Actually, second-hand experience because my father, he was arrested in Pinelands because he wanted to drink water and he went into a white person's yard and he saw a tap, and while he was drinking the water, he got arrested because of trespassing. Something that was like, he didn't commit any crime, didn't do anything, but then was arrested just for doing that thing because he first knocked at the house and there was no one in the house, and then he decided to help himself to a drink. Then he got arrested, which is something that wouldn't happen to a white person working in the township wanting to drink water at someone in a black person's yard. So yeah, I do agree that racism is still, like, it's very rife in Cape Town.
So I dream to create a Cape Town, or create something that will construct a bridge as a mover from a green point, for a person to be able asuke eKhayelitsha as a town and have access to indawo and have access to abantu, and the same goes for umuntu osuka eKems Bay azokwazi nahambe kula bridge afike eKhayelitsha abe access.
My dream is to be able to let young people express their views on everything, whatever it is that is bothering them at any point in time. Have a platform to express that.
My dream would be for us to have faith in our capability and in our strength, and to pull together because of our capabilities and our strength, and be held back by the fact that we come from the township.
My dream is for just everyone to just be unified, to live in unity, and for no one to be limited.
You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger.